Hey there guys, my name's Breno and welcome to another Mine Factory Reloaded tutorial. Now on this tutorial it's going to be based on the harvester and the planter, and what we're going to be using it for is trees. Now if you watched the last video on the bioreactor and the biogenerator and you've seen this, now this is a way you can automate it even further and use this to your advantage. So we're going to get some, let's just go get some saplings. We're going to get all the vanilla saplings, a stack of each, and this does work with other saplings but I can't tell you every single one. So your first, I'd say, tool in Mine Factory Reloaded is the precision sledgehammer. You use that to set the face. Now if we go to the harvester, you see it has this face. It also has a by-side product, which is basically, what was it called again? Was it called Sludge or something like that? And the sludge can be used in other various ways, which I'll show you through the end of this video. Okay, so your animated face, which is the front of this block, is the one that does the work. Now you can see I've got something that looks like a little chip. It's called an upgrade. If we look at the upgrades, I'm actually going to put a comment on power crystals, the thread, to say it would. It says the radius increase. So obviously, you know, if you know your maths and stuff like that, I want to just have an option where if you press shift, it will give you additional information and say 3x3, 9x9, whatever. I like to use the upgrade of a radius of 7. This usually comes to about 17x17, I think. Anyway, so from this block we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry guys. 2, 3, 4. I can't count. I'm just going to do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this block is the one we're going to put the planter in. Now I'll show you the planter. You'll see that it's got a filter here. So if we say I'm going to put a filter of, these are jungle saplings. We're going to have jungle saplings in these top 2, birch in the bottom 2, spruce in these 2, some oak in this 2, and let's say another jungle. Okay, now this is your planter. This box here is where your I'll say this now, is where your, so you can put this here. This is its internal inventory. Now this farm can work on Minecraft joules, well, whatever you want to call it, MJs. You can work on EU, and it can work on kilojoules or kilo something like that, and which is from like that electricity mod or something like that. Okay, so like I said, this block creates sludge as well. So if you type in sludge, if I could actually spell for once, it would be nice. So you've got a sludge boiler. Now this sludge boiler, when this harvester is working, it creates bioproducts or sludge. Now you're going to want this away from where you are, because the side effect of using the boiler is that you get, I think it's poison and hunger effect. So what I do is, if you've got a big farm like this, I would just have, how can I say this now? I would have the sludge boiler underneath the ground, out your way, a distance away from you, because it's going to affect you. Anyway guys, let's get on to this. So we got the face here. Oops. We got the face here. We're going to put our saplings in, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab 2 upgrades. Well, 1 upgrade. I like to use the gold. So we're going to whack the upgrade here. You see it's got a slot. Also, this block requires energy, so I'm going to place this block, and you'll see what it's doing is it's using all the saplings. It's starting to plant them, so better be quick. Then we'll use this block, and just for the sake of the purposes, we'll just use a chest, and I'm going to use an obsidian chest because the amount of things you get out of this. Place the chest on the top, it'll auto output. Now let's just cover this grass here. You can cover the planter, but I like to leave it open. Okay, so this has got its power here. These are planting the saplings. Now if you look at the face, it clearly tells you where it's going to plant. We actually need to look this way. So I said I want jungle saplings up here. It's planted jungle saplings here, but it's also run out of saplings. So let's go get some more saplings. If I could spell right, that would be nice. Come on, Breno. That's my nickname, by the way. If you didn't know that already. I haven't got... Oh, I have. So we'll give it all these saplings. It should start using the jungle. And it will plant all the saplings for you. Now, there is something else you can use for this. If I remember what it was called, actually, we're going to the items subset. If you go to... if you go to mod, go to Mine Factory Loaded, and press Shift and a left click, it will then bring up this. Now, we're looking for something called the Fertilizer. What is this then? Well, this also requires power as well, of course. We're going to look for something called, you can use normal fertilizer, bone meal, you can't use unless you go into the configuration and basically tell it to use it. Okay, so you can see that that birch sapling has just grown, and it still hasn't planted that for some reason. Let me have a look. I don't know why it hasn't done it. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, you want to keep away from this. Now you can see it also does jungle trees. It does the height and everything like that. So you probably want to use jungle. I'm actually going to change my farm to jungle for the amount of logs you get out of it. Anyway, you'll see this here. What we're going to do is we're going to go from the first face of this, and help if this spruce tree wasn't in my way. There we go. And I'll tell you how the harvester generally operates in a minute. So we're going to place this fertilizer down. Remember, this requires energy. We're going to place our redstone energy cell just for ease of use. And then we're going to use this industrial fertilizer. Now we're going to need another upgrade. All your machines that are on the farm will need the same upgrade. So that's just a tip. They're very cheap. It's quite cheap actually. So what we're going to do is going to get this industrial fertilizer. We're going to whack it all in there. And remember, this block might not be harvesting now because it has sludge in it. So what I normally do is, just because I don't want to, I'm going to turn that sound off for you in a minute. Wow, that's really bad. Actually, we need a void pipe. Okay, hang on, 2 seconds. Let's just turn that off for now. What I normally do is I put the void waterproof pipe, and what that should do is it should empty that sludge. So no need for sludge. Now you'll see the harvester is auto output into here. He does collect vines as well. It's getting all your saplings. Now what you can do is have your buildcraft pipes. It'll output through the faces, pushing the saplings back into the farm, and maybe set what I normally do is use like a diamond pipe, and I say I want what I do on the, where is that pipe? Give me that pipe. Okay, let me just show you what I normally do on my farm. Okay, let's just say this is under that block, and your pipe's coming out there, your planter's there, your fertilizer's there. I'll show you how to further automate that in a minute, well, later on. If you look at the diamond pipe, we're going to give it some faces. If you look at the diamond pipe, and you'll see that this, actually, I've done that wrong. Place that there. You'll see that you got all your faces now. So the blue line is where you want your saplings going, right? And say your green line or wherever you want it going that way. What I normally use is these things. I think it's called a mass. No, it wasn't. What was it called now? Was it called storage? I can't remember. Ah, there we go. Deep storage unit. Now the deep storage unit, if you just place it down, it acts like a barrel. Now the barrel's from Fertilizing, and you can store millions of items, I believe. I don't think it has a limit. I'm not sure. So, okay, you got your deep storage unit there. You want saplings, logs, whatever going into it. Now this can only accept one type. So if you got like a farm like this, you're obviously going to need. So we're doing 4 saplings. We obviously need 8 of these. So we got this blue line here. Now let's say, for instance, the blue line here, we're going to want, just say we got 3 saplings like that. Okay. Now your green face, what I do is, I don't know if you should, but this works on my farm, is say I put 5 jungle saplings going that way, because generally you're going to get more saplings. Wow, and that oak tree has grown tall, hasn't it? Don't worry, it'll chop it down. And what you can do also, you see how I placed that fertilizer there? You can also place another harvest to that side, another harvest to that side, therefore the farm will be quicker. So hence, you can direct things with bullcraft pipes. Now, this sludge, it creates clay, dirt, sand, what else was it now? Soul sand, and other things. But I just avoid it because there's no need. So yeah, this mod is crazily powerful. Don't worry, that will get harvested. It just takes a bit of time. What it normally does is, say it goes to the leaves, it goes to the adjacent block next to it. Now these saplings are running out of the farm, so you'll see it eventually. Maybe jungle trees are a bit too powerful, but it'll grow, it'll work. So yeah, you can see it's working, and it's a very powerful tree farm. To be honest with you, when you're using Minecraft Reloaded, you might not even bother with forestry no more, unless you're doing bees. But I'm not going to say anything to sing here. But I love this mod, it's great. Let me know what you think about this mod. Let me know if you think it's overpowered. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I'm also gonna do something else with this, and I'm gonna show you how you could possibly use this for different things later on. So I'll see you later, guys. Okay guys, I forgot to tell you something. With this block, when using jungle wood, click yes. Then you'll get the jungle wood. You'll probably get a lot of vines too, so probably avoid them off. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I just thought I'd add that in, just before people rage at me in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully you've enjoyed. See you later.